Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about a DoorDash delivery driver gave alcohol to a minor. Now a Burrian liquor store is getting fined. So recently I got an email from one of my subscribers.
Anonymous sender.
Thank you so much for emailing me about this and making this video possible. And she attached this article to it because of one of the many dangers of delivering alcohol. Because we don't have enough problems in that department already. So with that said, we are talking about everything that's being said in this article, how it actually is for DoorDash, UberEats, and Grubhub drivers and customers, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. Hello, I saw this and I thought you might want to do a video about it. I personally don't do alcohol deliveries anymore because it's too much of a hassle and risk. I didn't realize that the store is at risk too. That's part of the risk though. Like, if you're gonna allow alcohol delivery on your platform, you gotta understand that you're gonna hand the order to a driver. Yes, they're over 21 years old, but the person they're handing it to may not be. My question is, if you deliver it to a minor, wouldn't the driver have to know that that's actually happening? Like, how does that work? If you don't mind, please don't mention my name or handle. I'd like to stay under the radar. So if you guys also want to email me, but you wish to stay anonymous, that's fine. Just make sure you say that. And another thing, just don't sign your name at the bottom. Or even better, if you do sign your name at the bottom, sign anonymous sender. Because that way it's clear to me that you just want to remain anonymous. Totally understandable, and I get it. On June 13th, Burrian Liquor and Wine received a violation from the Washington State Liquor and Cannabis Board for selling alcohol to a minor. First off, can we acknowledge for a second that it's not the liquor board, it's not the tobacco board, it's liquor and cannabis? Like, I'm surprised that's not a little bit more encapsulating in terms of tobacco delivery. The notice shocked the owners and their employees because they were certain no one had even sold alcohol to a minor in their store. They learned that the violation stemmed from a liquor delivery compliance check. Oh, this is so important for drivers too. There are sting operations that most people don't get are actually real. You need to understand that if they do permit alcohol delivery in your area, that there are probably going to have sting operations specifically for this. So that way they're checking on who's who and what's what. How crazy is that? Now they're forced to pay $1,000 or close down for 10 days. The owners can also appeal the violation. Okay, I think $1,000 is really gonna have to be the case here. I know that not everybody is rocking $1,000 in their bank account, but closing down for 10 days, that's losing a lot more money for you. In our 12 years of business, we've never sold to a minor. Never sold to a minor, never had a strike. We've always been tax compliant. Pedro Sanchez, a longtime employee and manager, said. The DoorDash driver is actually the one who gave a delivery to a minor during a sting operation at a hotel here. Okay, so that should be a tip-off for you drivers. If you're delivering it to a hotel, make sure you get the proper ID. On DoorDash specifically, you'll get a half pay for returning it to the store, but if not, that's gonna be a thing in its own. Documents from the LCB violation given to Burrian Liquor and Wine state the following. Officers were doing liquor delivery compliance checks on June 5th through DoorDash. An officer purchased alcohol from Burrian Liquor and Wine. A delivery driver picked up the alcohol that the same driver showed up at the Radisson Hotel Seattle Airport. She gave the alcohol to an 18-year-old man, despite checking his ID, which clearly showed he was under 21. Officers confronted the driver before she left. Ooh, that's gotta sting. Like, you were trying to be like the cool kid and just totally allowing an 18-year-old to have alcohol. And then on the way out, you get caught up in that. Yikes. That said, however, that sounds more like a DoorDash problem than it does a liquor and wine store problem. Like, they should be handling that. Sanchez said it feels like his place of employment is being punished for an issue that was caused by a DoorDash delivery driver. I reread the contract and they guaranteed us that they will ID everyone and the order won't be completed until the order is scanned, Sanchez said. Yeah, but that's the funny thing. That is how you'd complete the delivery, is scanning the ID. What you would have to to do otherwise is sometimes you would have to manually put it in. But I guess she manually put it in such a way that kind of skewed the numbers a bit, you know? But if I was in her position, I would do one of two things. See if their parent was available, if they were here with their parent and they kind of just sent the 18-year-old kid to come down and get it. That's one thing. Or I would just deliver it back to the store. And if they give me problems about that, I'm like, okay, here's what you can do. You can provide me your parents in the next 5 minutes or I'm leaving. Because I'll be paid more to return it back to the store than giving it back to you. Please fuck around and find out. The violation documents pointed to this state law that includes the following. A spirits retail licensee shall be accountable for all deliveries of alcohol made on its behalf. A WSLBC spokesperson pointed to this state law and said businesses who use third-party vendors do so at their own risk. They're responsible for the sale from beginning to end. That means for now, Burien Liquor and Wine is on the hook for this violation. The driver is also on the hook because now that this actually took place, they're probably getting deactivated for it, but it's not on DoorDash the corporation, which is gross. We didn't know we did anything wrong, and we believe if new laws were to come into place, they should come in, advise us on what to do, Sanchez said. You know, I really do think that there needs to be laws in place specifically about gig apps on this subject. I do think there needs to be regulation in this particular area on them being penalized, because at the end of the day, if the store did everything that they could and the driver didn't, I don't like to turn on the drivers, but this is the driver's fault. If the driver is the one that screwed up, the fine should go to the driver, not to the merchant. The delivery driver was given a criminal citation. She was also driving on a suspended license. Officers allowed her passenger who had a valid ID to drive them away. Oh, that is even worse. Don't you know you don't break two laws at the same time? Cops like to call it jacks or better or something like that. To where if you commit multiple crimes at the same time that they're going to hold you accountable for it. And not to mention, you shouldn't be delivering on a suspended license either. So this is probably not even your gig app account. This is probably the person in the passenger seat. Way to let your girlfriend use your gig app account, right? DoorDash shared the following statement about this incident. We are deeply committed to helping ensure the safe delivery of alcohol, and its responsibility we do not take lightly. That's why we created industry-leading ID verification protocols before any deliveries are completed and provide compliance modules for dashers in Washington who deliver alcohol. We understand how concerning this must be for the business, and we are in contact as we actively investigate this incident. Meaning that they're not going to take responsibility. They have industry-leading ID verification, which they had, took away, and then put back on again and still call it industry leading. By the way, they're not going to pay back the person who got the fine as usual. It's my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you pay me. There you go. I know that there's a lot of drivers that are not okay with doing alcohol delivery at all, but for those of you that do, you gotta be careful and make sure you're staying by the book in that regard. And if it does seem like it's gonna be a problem, make sure you're paying attention to the little details. Oh, this kid looks under 18, or it looks like they're not eligible to even receive the order. Are your parents available? Is this your order or your parents' order? Where are they? Either way, you gotta be aware that these sting operations are a thing if you're going to do alcohol delivery of any kind. Because it's not just about you. It's about the store. It's about your account, or even the account you're using. Apparently, this person had a suspended license, and if they had a suspended license, they shouldn't be delivering on DoorDash. So it's probably the partner's account that you're working with. Either way, it is just as much your responsibility to maintain the standards of the platform and the standards for maintaining your account safety. Because no one is going to look out for you and your accounts and your license and your everything better than you. And if anything goes wrong, it may end up on you as well. If you guys would also like to email me about something going on in your market, my email is drivenwyld@gmail.com. Feel free to email me there, and who knows, maybe you'll be shouted out in a video as well. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.